Hi everyone, I'm Raj. In this video, I'm going to discuss about absolute path and relative path. Now, this is a topic which a lot of people have difficulties in understanding at first, but it's really very easy. And I'm going to explain this topic in this particular video. Okay, so at first, what we have to understand is what is a relative path, right? So relative path is basically a path relative to your current location, right? So let's say currently I am in the home directory of the Raj Shah user. Okay, so this is the Raj Shah user, and tilde sign shows that I am in the home directory. Okay, remember this. If you, in case if you don't know, then tilde sign means that I am in the home directory of the currently logged in user. Okay, so currently Raj Shah is logged in, as we can see over here, and tilde is the home directory of the Raj Shah user. Okay, so if I list the files over here, list the directories over here, then you can see all these directories are present over here, right? So I want to go relative to my current location. So where I want to go, let's say I want to go to the downloads directory. So what I can simply do is I can use the command cd. Okay, cd stands for change directory. Okay, so using a cd, we can using the cd command, we can change our location. So I'm gonna type cd and downloads. Okay, hit cd downloads. I missed the s, hit enter, and now I'm inside the downloads directory, right? So this is what we call a relative path. Now let me explain you a very important concept regarding relative path. Okay, so let me open up Paint over here. So let's say I have a directory over here. So let's say this is a directory. Okay, think of it like this. This is a directory, and inside this directory I have another directory. Inside this directory I have another directory, and again inside this directory I have another directory. Okay, so let's say I'm currently, let me take another pen brush. Okay, so let's say I'm currently over here. I have not gone into any of these directories. Okay, I'm currently lying outside. Okay, so now using a relative path, listen to me carefully, this is very important. Using a relative path, we can go down the hierarchy of the directory levels. Okay, down the hierarchy of the directory levels. What do I mean by that? Using one single command, we can go down the directory levels, right? Using a relative path. Okay, again, let me explain. Let's say I'm over here currently and I want to go over here. So what I can do, using only one command, I can go directly to this directory. Okay, so this is called as down the directory level, down the hierarchy. I'm going top to bottom, down the hierarchy I'm going, and using only one single command I can go down the directories. But let's say I want to go up the directory. So let's say again, currently I'm over here and I want to go over here. Then I cannot use a one single command to go over here, using a relative path. What we can do is we can go one step back at a time, right? And that's where we can use relative path. So using a relative path, we can either go down the directory levels all at once, or we can go one level up at a time. So let's say I'm currently over here and I want to go over here in this directory. Then first I have to come to this directory, then I have to go to this directory, then I can come to this directory using a relative path. Okay, so let me show you what I mean. So let's say I'm in the downloads folder. Okay, and let me go one step back. In order to go one step back, I can use a relative path. Using cd space ... I can go one level up. Okay, hit enter, and now you can see again I have come to the home directory of the Raj Shah user. Okay, so let's say I have a directory named parent. You can see over here, and if I show you, if I use a tree command and list all the folders or all the directories that are present inside this parent directory, and if I hit enter, now you can see this is the hierarchy of the directories that are present. So inside this parent directory, I have made a directory named child1. Inside child1, I have made a directory named child2. Inside child2, there is a child3, child inside child 3 there is child 4, inside child 4 there is child 5, inside child 5 there is a child 6, and inside child 6 I have a child 7. Okay, so let's say I am currently in the home directory and I want to go to this child 7. So what is this? Is this up or down the directory levels? This is definitely down the directory levels, right? So I can use a relative path using this. Okay, so I can use cd command, change a directory, and I can use the command and I can use the relative path. So what I'll type parent slash child 1 slash child 2 slash child 3 slash child 4 slash child 5 slash child 6 slash child 7. I hope I have made all the spellings correct, right? If I hit enter now, you can see all at once I am in the child 7. So this was possible because I was going down the directory levels. Right, what I said you over here, what I explained you here, that if I want to go down the directory levels, then I can use only one single command and I can go down the directory levels. So here you can see I have only used one single command, and this is a relative path, my friend. This is a relative path, and using only a relative path and one single command, I have come to child 7. So you can see it's so simple. But let's say I want to go to the parent directory. So what can I do? If I simply type cd and parent, look what happens. It says no such files or directory. It immediately throws me an error. Why is this happening? Because I am trying to go up the directory levels, and how many directory levels I'm trying to go? I'm trying to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. 7 levels up, which is not possible using a relative path. If I want to go 7 levels up all at once, I cannot use a relative path. So what can I do? Simply here, I can go one step back at a time. So using that cd ... just now I said you. So cd ... I can go one step back, hit enter. I'll go to child 6 over here. You can see I am now in child 6. Now again, if I type cd ... hit enter, I am in child 5. cd ... I am in child 4. cd ... I am in child 3. cd ... child 2. cd ... child 1, and again cd ... Now I am in parent. So can you see how hectic this task is? Every time I have to type this cd ... command, and I have to execute this command every single time, right? So is there a way to go to this parent directory all at once? Yes, there is a way. There is a way, and that's where we can use an absolute path. So what is an absolute path? Absolute path is the full path that we are trying to mean. Okay, so what is an absolute path? Again, absolute path is the full path. So absolute path, again, remember one thing, absolute path always starts with a slash. So if I show you graphically, if I go to the files over here, you can see in this others location, this computer, you can see that this slash over here, this is the computer and this is the slash directory. So if I go inside this computer, currently I am in the slash directory. Okay, and this slash directory is the root directory. And inside this root directory, I have so many directories, and here inside these many directories, I have a directory named, I think, home. Where is this home directory? Let me find out. Here it is. Inside this home directory, I have Rajshah directory. Inside this directory, I have a parent directory, and inside this directory, I have a child 1 directory, child 2 directory, child 3, and so on and so forth, right? So now you can understand that this. So if I want to go to any other directory, I have to first start with, to start an absolute path, I have to start with a slash, right? So this is the parent. It's a mother of every directory. So slash is the mother of every directory. So I have to start with the slash, right? So what I can do here, let's say I'm in the parents parent directory. So let's go to the child 7 once again. So in order to go to the child 7, I can run this command, hit enter. I think I've made some mistake. Okay, so here is the mistake. So I'll just remove this parent and hit enter, and now I am in the child 7 directory once again. Okay, so this was the relative path. Okay, now if I want to go to the parent directory all at once, what I can do, either I can do cd ... and go one step back at a time, or I can use a absolute path. So what to do in case if I want to use an absolute path, I will just type cd, then I will specify the entire path of the parent directory. So inside I'll start with a root. So slash is the mother of all directories, as I told you just now. I'll start with slash, and then inside this slash I have a directory named home. Inside this home I have a directory named Raj Shah. Inside this Raj Shah directory I have a directory named parent. Okay, now if I hit enter, you will see all at once I am in the parent directory. Now why this happened? This happened because I used an absolute path. Now using an absolute path, always remember, absolute path always starts with a slash. Slash is the mother of all directories, and I will always have to start with a slash in order to use an absolute path. So since I used a slash and then I specified the exact path of the parent, that I just instructed the computer and I told it that, hey, first search for a slash. First slash is the mother directory, of course. Inside slash you find for something called as home. Then inside home you find a directory named as Raj Shah. Inside the Raj Shah find a directory named parent and go inside that directory. So here I specified the entire absolute path. So this is where I have come to the parent directory all at once. Right? So this is basically the difference between a relative path and an absolute path. An absolute path always starts with a slash, and a relative path does not start with a slash. Rather, relative path is relative to your current location where I am currently. So again, one very important thing to mention over here is I can only go to a location if I have that directory in my vicinity. Right? So what do I mean by vicinity? So let's say I am going to this, I am going one step back. So if I list all the contents of this home directory, you can see there are desktop, downloads, parent, public, videos, all these things are here. All these directories are here, right? So I can only use a relative path to go to a directory which is in my vicinity. So I'm currently in the home directory, and in my vicinity I have these many directories, right? So I hope you're getting the point. I hope you're getting the concept clear, right? So in my vicinity I have these many directories, and I can go to any of the directories listed over here. So these are the directories in my vicinity, and I can go to any of the directories listed over here. So if I use cd command and if I go to public, hit enter, I'm inside the public directory, right? Again, if I want to go one step back, I'll use cd ... This is a relative path. Okay, and this is how what is a relative path means, and this is what an absolute path means. Okay, so an absolute path always starts with a slash. I hope you got my point. If you have any confusions regarding this absolute path and relative path, please do let me know in the comment section. I'll definitely try to solve your doubts. Okay, thanks a lot for watching this video. I'll meet you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.